My name is Bobby Brooks. Join me as we take a trip into the unknown. We're going to get into the minds of paranormal experts and investigators and find out what possesses them to go into dark rooms with nothing but a voice recorder and a flashlight, with their mission to find what goes bump in the night. Welcome to Voices from Beyond. Good evening, and thanks for tuning in. Because of the season finale of one of my favorite shows, The Walking Dead, we are dedicating our whole show this evening to zombies. As far back as I can remember, I have been fascinated with ghosts, but scared of zombies. Now, I'm not talking about the zombies like the Thriller zombies, they climb out of the grave and start dancing around, because that can't happen. But the zombies that petrify me are the ones that are genetically altered by some kind of governmental project gone wrong. And that could happen probably. And so with that in mind, are you ready for the zombie apocalypse? I would love to introduce our first guest this evening. Travis Ware is the founder of Alton Undead and a couple of his zombie friends. We'll check them out later. Welcome to the show, Travis. How are you doing tonight?
How you doing, Bobby? I'm doing just fine.
Good. Nice. Oh, look at that. All bloody. Anyway, so tell us a little bit about Alton Undead.
The Alton Undead was started about 3 years ago. It's a low to no budget arts and entertainment network and organization. We help promote not just the horror genre, but artists in general, and whether that's a musician or just your standard painting artist. But we do have a penchant for Halloween, and we also throughout the year manage to pull off some pretty phenomenal community-related events.
And that's good. You want to get your name out there for one, but you also want to do something for your community because they're the ones who support you.
Well, exactly, and that's definitely been one of the primary focuses of the Alton Undead.
Now, with your makeup skills and stuff like that, you guys have done some extras in movies, and we're in a movie called Zombie Epidemic.
Zombie Epidemic, yeah.
We have a clip of that, and we can go ahead and roll that for you.
Roll tape.
The only thing worse than a zombie is a clown zombie.
Well, he wasn't very funny, was he? You wanna play a game of cards?
A clown killer zombie?
Actually, there's a lot more to that story. There was Michael McCann, and as my counterpart, and Stephen Jewett, who is actually not only just a friend, but more like a brother. I live with him at his place. But that was actually filmed by Corey Logsdon. That's the director. In the basement of Stephen's house, his grandfather actually built a bomb shelter, and it was filmed in a bomb shelter.
Well, at least he has some place to go during the zombie apocalypse.
Exactly. So
what card game were you guys playing?
Believe it was a. Oh gosh, I don't even remember at this point. It's been a long time, but
it was entertaining. Is there any way we can see that movie, or is it out anywhere? Or?
State of Mind Productions is the name of the group that put it together, and Corey Logsdon. And if you YouTube Zombie Epidemic, usually you can find it there.
Perfect. All right. Now, one thing. I live in Edwardsville, and I came up to attend the Alton Halloween Parade this year, and one of the floats that really stood out to me was Alton Undead's float.
Oh, the Zombiewood?
Yeah, Zombiewood. It was a Hollywood-based theme of past actors and stuff like
that? Yes.
How did you come up with that concept?
It was originally just sat down and decided upon by almost unanimously, but by various people. We'd set up a meeting and say, well, we're gearing up for another parade season, and everyone really said Zombiewood would be the best altogether. And then from there, it was just a matter of getting people to try to choose their own, and the premise was that it could be anyone, any actor or famous person, living or dead, but it had to be zombified.
Right. It was really, really good. You guys did a great job.
Yeah.
Can you give us a list of some of the zombified characters that you had?
Well, we let's see. We had one Betty Page, I think maybe two Betty Pages. We actually had Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus.
There was a Lady Gaga, wasn't there?
Yes.
Lady Gaga.
We even had a zombie William Wallace, which was actually Mike, and of course Stephen, the stilt walking clown, was any dead clown's better than a
Right.
living one. So
Clowns and zombies, it's up there for me. You know, those phobias are right there. Now, some of the good stuff that Alton Undead does is you guys try to do a blood drive every year.
Yes. Last year we had the second annual Bad People Do Good Things blood drive. This year we managed to collect 51 valid pints. If you multiply that by 3, that's the amount of of the amount of lives that one batch could have saved. So it was really phenomenal, and all of our sponsors were really kind with their donations, and everyone that attended got to see live music, eat better food than the juice and cookies that are normally provided. Racanelli's and S&S sandwich, or not Racanelli's, Prince of Ali's, sorry, and S&S sandwich donated the food. Even Ted's Motorcycle World got in on donating some cash so that we could get free T-shirts for anyone that donated.
Yeah, I saw the T-shirts there.
Yes.
I believe we had some pictures that were rolling throughout this. It's some really neat stuff. They dressed up and
Yeah,
but it was fitting. Zombies, blood.
exactly.
It worked out great.
And really, what it comes down to, it gets a lot of people that are either squeamish about blood or didn't know that they could do something good for, openly public for society. A lot of your metalheads and punk rockers, they really don't think that they can make much of a difference sometimes. And so for them, it's just a chance for them to, come in and potentially save 3 lives at once. So everyone that did it is really a superhero.
I think it was a great thing that you guys
Oh,
did.
thanks.
And that's one thing that really fascinated me about the Alton Undead. Like I said, I saw them the first time in the Halloween parade. And then I did my research on them, and I found their Facebook page and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and I saw the blood drive, and I was really impressed with that.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into some makeup here in a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to do a demo on some zombie makeups. Stay tuned.
Low-hanging branches? Loose limbs? Storm damage? Don't risk climbing up that shaky ladder. Let Alton Tree Service do it for you. Fully insured with over 11 years of experience, protecting your home and family is what we do best. From trimming to complete removal, there is no tree we can't handle. Contact Alton Tree Service today for a free, no-obligation estimate at 618-977-1413. From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
All right, as you can see, we have some other guests with us in here, so we better get on this makeup because I'm getting kind of scared. We have Miss Kelly with us as our model. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. What got you into the Alton Undead?
Actually, I met Travis we go to school together, and I've always had a passion for Halloween and creepy things in general.
That's cool. So Travis, can you tell our viewers a little bit about what you're doing?
Well, right now, as you can see, I've applied some pre-made prosthetics, which are just prosthetics, meaning anything that is latex and used for shock effect, wounds, and what have you. Believe it or not, one of the things that we have managed to do, or I have managed to do, in this entire endeavor is that in doing all these prosthetics, they can be done by virtually anyone in a little time and a little training. Virtually everything that we learned was off of YouTube or from certain websites on how to apply makeup. What I use is Ben Nye, which is not terribly expensive. It's a cut above your standard Halloween makeup that you would buy at, say, Walmart or even some costume stores. But usually, like these retail somewhere between $5 and $8 generally. And this is a little color wheel that I have right here, and this one is called Bruises, actually.
So your best bet is the week after Halloween to hit your Walmarts up and all your super centers and get all the
For a lot, yeah,
cheap.
for a lot of your crazy, creepy stuff, like especially apparel, you can go to Walmart and make a killing, no pun intended, have a killing with most of your apparel and just random odds and ends. The thing is, though, is that for this makeup, it's you got to go to, say, Johnny Brock's or what have you.
Well, it's still good to hit it after Halloween when
yes.
everything's on sale.
This makeup here was purchased today because I ran out of some very important colors. This makeup was purchased at the Robert Schmidt costume shop in Wood River. So,
Perfect.
and what I'm doing here is I'm just basically dotting and applying little bits of, just little dots of
Is
makeup.
this all like latex?
Uh-huh.
I'm not.
Oh, it's fine. You
feeling
can.
up on her. I'm feeling the makeup.
But yeah, you can buy this at just about anywhere. But the thing is that with a lot of this makeup the prosthetics that's being applied, believe it or not, this is just liquid latex and toilet paper.
The secret is out. Liquid latex and toilet paper for your zombie creations.
Well, one of the reasons I do that too is because it's kind of an old school, or there's so much good technology out there for good makeup and ways to make it look and what have you. But this way, just about anyone with a little know-how can apply and look even more terrifying than your standard costumed person.
Now, can you get the latex at a Halloween costume store or whatnot?
You can get it
too?
any day of the year at Johnny Brock's, any Halloween store. This latex was actually donated to us by a good friend. Once the Halloween super spirits, I guess it is, once they started doing their closeout, and so we got about 4 pints
Nice.
of latex given to us, which is nice. I mean, that's the way to do it, is plan for the year ahead.
Right, right.
So what I did on her face is I just did a standard gray, which we used to do like zombie white, but it was a little too stark and it wasn't quite dead enough. So this is just a blend of reds and purples, and like I said, off this little color wheel, and some black. Because
So pretty much in
yeah.
layers.
Yes,
You
and
do the different layers to get the dimension.
Yes, and you start out with your darkest first, which is your blacks and your purples, and then after that, of course, you need to add a little bit of green to just make it look rotten. So, and it's really kind of funny in the circles that we travel in these days, in doing this makeup, you look terrible is actually a compliment. So,
Well, of course, that's what you're looking for.
yeah, wow, that looks horrible. Thank you. So, and like right here, I'm adding some dots of this green, which will actually, when it's blended out, will turn into a very nice yellow. And add a little bit of that inside there, and it'll turn into this nice yellow bruise that just has a little tiny bit of red into it. And I couldn't do the entire body, but anywhere that there's a prosthetic, it's got a little bit of gray to it. And so then you just blend it all in, and you don't necessarily have to worry about anything being too overdone in makeup or too underdone in makeup, because what this does is it provides more dimension than anything. Mm-hmm. And blend in some green right there.
And you said this was all learning yourself.
Trial
through
and error.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Amazing.
And some people are better at it than others, and some people have more makeup technology than others.
You got to have the artistic feel,
Yeah.
though, and you got to be able to have your own.
Yeah. But literally, like these prosthetics here, I would lay down I laid down just hours ago, actually, just laid down some toilet paper in a bath of liquid latex, and just ripped it and formed it to how I wanted it. These teeth I was lucky enough to get from another zombie enthusiast, and they're actually real castings from a dental hygienist's office. So.
That's neat.
And
That's
excuse
creepy to
let
me.
get this
Teeth
right
are
here.
creepy.
Yeah. So, and that's really the fun part right there. Is just, on top of doing all this, we get to meet people that, I have this part, or I have,
It's just a combined type of effort.
Yeah, and if anyone ever, posts about, needing something or needing extras, we try to provide what we can, or at least provide a network of, of people that, are capable of, suiting needs, or, if people want to trade or what have you. So.
Yeah, Miss Kelly, you were a part of the Halloween float too, right?
Yes, I was.
What was your character?
I was Amy Winehouse. I know it was kind of soon, but
Well, at least she was fresh.
Okay.
I don't know what to
Close your
say.
eyes.
She wasn't a stinky zombie. And how long have you been with the Alton Undead? Just pretty recent?
yes, my first, I guess, event with them was the Halloween parade this past year.
Cool.
What we do here is we just apply a small amount, and again, it's learning. When I first started doing this, what I call zombie drag, it was very much exaggerated, kind of kabuki style, very darkened eyes and very white skin. But it doesn't take that much to just kind of sink the eyes in a little bit, or at least appear sickly.
Now I gotta look.
So what you have there is that, and sorry, and I'll probably add just a little bit of green into that. One thing I try to do often is, switch out like Q-tips. A lot of your professionals, they have ceramic tiles that they use, and that helps to ward off things like, infection and what have you. But it's Kelly. So
She's a zombie.
I'm not gonna die.
anyway.
I'm not gonna die from her cooties.
So what's the best part of doing all this, Kelly?
I just really enjoy all of it. I like to see him work. I'm really interested in special effects makeup, and I just have a lot of fun with him in general, and everyone else who's part of the group. We're a fun group of people. Pretty
Sounds
spooky,
like
but-
it. Now, how many is in the group?
We've got about 1,200 followers altogether, and that's on a local and international level as well. But I mean, for the walk, I'd say we had about 40 people this year and about 40 people last year, and we're always interested in taking on more people that just want to walk or volunteer, and that's a good thing too. Is that we also this year got to manage to volunteer for the American Legion, the local American Legion, and we worked in their haunted house. And
Oh, cool. Where was that at?
that was actually in Haskell Park.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I forgot. And to make it all just a little bit more bloody, we add, this is called fresh cut. And we add that and just kind of smear it around a little bit. It'll get blended in here in just a second. So, and this kind of adds that bloody aspect. What it really does is it brings out the blood when I apply that too, because all wounds deserve blood. So
Zombie blood. Sorry. I had a
that
moment
beautiful
there.
infected zombie blood. And if you want to make like a live feeder, just come in, dot it up a little bit. Looks like she just had lunch. We'll put a little red on the teeth.
I'm starting to get a little creeped out. Wonder if I'm gonna make it out. Make it out alive, all of the zombies. Mwahaha.
And when we're done, you just stare at her creepy and don't say anything.
That's why I married a redneck with shotguns. I'm ready.
Now for the last step, we're just going to blend some of this in.
But he's not here, so I'm kind of SOL.
Yes. As a matter of fact, you're stuck in a room with at least 3 zombies now. So when the doors are locked, I think there might be a problem.
That's when you go with rule number 2, double tap.
Okay. And again, with any kind of Halloween makeup, but
Here's the money shot.
especially zombie makeup, applying liberal amounts.
Now, I've seen some I watch Face Off, for example, and one of their challenges was the blood challenge. Do you make your own blood, or do you prefer to buy it?
Right now, I prefer to buy it, just because it's honestly it's easier. So far, I haven't really found a formula that there's no real easy way to do that. So there we go. There's no real easy way to make it without certain chemicals, and the one good thing though about this is that it is non-toxic. So we've made some blood that is before that is more or less just for shock effect.
Too bad we don't live in black and white, because the Hershey syrup worked great in Psycho.
Yes, and that's the thing too about especially applying blood, liberal amounts. Use your hands, smear it. Oh, didn't want to get your tattoo there, but take your hand and just there you go.
Awesome.
The messier, the better.
Well, you're zombies. You really don't care. You just care where food is next.
Yeah. Normally, I'd show you how to set this. It's real simple, but since we're budgeted for time a little bit.
My mommy instincts were kicking in. I was getting ready to catch it.
Yeah. Okay. And there we go.
Smile for the camera. Right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we're going to go ahead and go with our movie of the week. And I'm really starting to get freaked out now. She's full in character. So we'll be back in just a few minutes.
I love my monsters.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employees' loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
We have spots open for your business. This spot can be yours. Contact Missy at 465-9850, extension 236.
Whether you're planning for home improvement projects, family vacations, college tuition, or consolidating credit card debt, use your home for what you need. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer home equity loans and lines of credit that can lower your costs. For more information, visit www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a First Mid-America Credit Union representative.
All right, welcome back. Now for our Spotlight Movie of the Week, what of course could be fitting no other than the 2009 horror/comedy Zombieland. It is kind of like the zombie rules of survival on the screen, starring Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, and Emma Stone. Plus, there's also a very entertaining cameo appearance by Bill Murray.
They killed Bill Murray.
I know, they killed Bill Murray.
They killed the Ghostbuster.
Some fun facts about Zombieland was it was shot in 42 days. The script for the movie was originally a television pilot, and of course they had to extend it to make it suitable for movies. My favorite character in the movie, Woody Harrelson, Tallahassee, of course, played, I like to call him the good old boy, the redneck. Every vehicle he drove in that movie was the same color scheme and had a number 3 on it to match the legendary NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt Sr. Sorry about that.
Something new every day.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of different fun facts, and you can find them out online about Zombieland. So that's a movie that, if you haven't seen it, see it. There's just some absolutely phenomenal makeup work in it.
Oh, yes.
The zombie kill of the week. It's a very entertaining movie, and there's also the scary parts to it, but it's a lot more on the humorous side.
I love the piano scene the best.
I like the end where they're at. Now, why would you go to an amusement park of all the places in the world with all the lights and everything? Why would you go to an amusement park? I don't know. They're coming to get me now. Again, I would like to thank Travis and your zombies from Alton Undead. You can check them out on Facebook, Alton Undead. Also, if you're interested in Travis's other theatrical group, We Come from France. You can also check that out on Facebook. Next week, we'll have Janet, the caretaker and owner of the Museum of Torture Devices. She'll be in here next week live to talk about some public executions and some of the pieces she has in her museum. Till next time, everybody.
I think they're hungry.
Happy hunting. We got to feed some zombies. You really don't want my brains. There's not much there.